Hello, YouTube, and welcome to episode 2 of the Save or Rise of a Nation. I can't remember what I was calling this, but we're here. We're with Artis. We're taking on BATE Borisov in a two-legged affair where we win this, and I believe we are in the Conference League, which is absolutely massive for the club. A little bit has gone on since you last saw us, but not too much with regards to the squad. I've been playing around with systems and whatnot, and I think I'm going to try and land on a 4-3-3 because we've got Jimmy Jego, we've got Sasha and Dyer, who I've shown you are all fantastic midfielders. And Dyer today is going to play the centre mid on attack role, which does actually quite suit him well. It's not his best role, but I think he can definitely do a great job there. And we've got three really hard-working midfielders that all have great physicals. Sasha having the worst physicals here shows you how good these three guys together are going to be, which is fantastic for us moving forward. It allows the Turbo to be a little bit more creative here on this right-hand side with that great dribbling, really good crossing, great first touch, really good long shots, great flair. So just allow him to drive with the ball at his feet. We've then got Gamma, who's not as direct. He's got 16 dribbling, 15 first touch, great technique, good shooting, good passing at 13 as well, can use both feet, but they're both actually decent with their physicals, which is nice to see as well. And we've also got Kamara up front here as a pressing forward, and I was going to use a pressing forward regardless, I think, and then look at the work rate and the physicals on Kamara are fantastic. So 4-3-3, short passing, really high tempo. Can we just get the ball in behind as quick as possible? Pressing really high, and then our lines are extremely high as well with trigger pressing very often. So we're a physical team. We're going to try and run teams off the park. We've also gone and brought in David Mura here, who is going to play that centre mid on attack role, and he's another player that comes in with really good physicals at this level, which is fantastic. So before we get into the game, here's what's happened this season. So Kamara's come in. We didn't make that. We didn't make that. We didn't make that. We didn't make that. We brought Mura in, I think, is the only one that we've actually brought in. And then on the way out, let's date it to there. So I sold Durante, and that's all that's really happened so far in this transfer window. But obviously, there's a little bit of money for us to play around with. Not quite sure what we're going to do. You can see that we've got some staff roles here, and one big one that we've made, if I can figure out, it's part of the scouting team, is the head of youth development. Maybe not, is it coaching? Head of youth development. Makis Eleftherakis I've brought in, and I'm hoping he's going to be the person that will grow with us as well, because he's only 47 years old, but 15 working with youngsters, judging player ability 14 and 13 for the potential, but his mentals are really, really good as well. So hopefully as we build our youth system, then we'll be able to develop it with Makis at the same time. So big game here for us. 2 games in this episode, so that means we're going to go key highlights so that we can get through both games. But this is the team. I'm very, very excited. Obviously, we've got a few guys here that are unregistered because they can't be because it's a European competition. I'm a little bit concerned about some of these yellow cards as well, especially both of them being centre-backs. I'm just looking at the bench, and I may quickly start the old experienced Delitsis instead of Barbic, just to make sure that we don't get both of our centre-backs suspended for the next game. So that's a little bit of a cautious approach from us. But let's get into this game. I am very, very excited. We need to try and make sure we get into the group stage of this tournament. The board wants us to get in there. I'm going to say I've got faith in these boys. I feel like this doesn't have the same impact because I haven't got the relationships with the players yet compared to at Manchester United. But here we go. We're going to kick off here. We're on key highlights. We're in the black strips here today. Can we find a way to just get the result we're looking for? Because the board wants us in the Conference League. I think the money that we'd get for being in the Conference League would be fantastic. Sasha finds Kamara, and we're 1-0 up. 25 seconds into the game. Oh, don't tell me he's offside. Oh, come on. 25 seconds in, you're going to tell me he's offside by 1 foot. Come on, FM. That's not what we want to see, but it's a positive start. That's what we want to see. Badu, can we just keep the ball? Iturbe out wide. We should have options here. It's what we want to look for. It's Sasha, who can't get on the ball. Well done, Jimmy Jego, the former Adelaide United Premiership winning midfielder. It's Kamara, and what a save. And I feel like here in Belarus, we just want to make sure that we don't get absolutely thumped, that we've got, an absolute mountain to climb when we're back in Greece. I feel like if we can walk out of here with a draw, especially if we can win, it'd be even better. But, a draw wouldn't be the worst result. If we lose by a goal, I can probably wear that. Anything 2 goals plus is going to be really hard to come back from. A Turbe, this is a great start from the boys. I'm going to encourage them. 20 minutes has been. We've had every single highlight has been ours until now. But can Sasha recover the ball for us? It's Gromyko, the Belarusian, who finds a man on the edge of the box and we concede. We turn the ball over and we get absolutely punished by a good BATE Borisov side. And that's not what we want to see, which is disappointing because I feel like we've had the better of the chances. We've actually had 60% of the ball, which is surprising because this isn't a possession-based system as we get away with one there. But I felt like we may have definitely avoided a bullet. I thought the flag was up for offside, but it looked like it was up to signify the goal kick. But here we go. Can we win this header? We don't. And BATE are in once again. Here we go. They're driving down this left-hand channel. We cannot concede again. Dennis spills it, and we manage to clear it off the line. Kamara gets there. This is a longish highlight for a key highlight. And as the overlap was happening, we do not get to see what happens. 7 yet, but here's another chance for BATE as a header comes in, and they have not converted it, which I will take gladly. We'll go into half-time. We're 1-0 down. Now, I actually think we've been pretty good so far. I'm going to pump my fist and tell them that they've all got the ability to make the difference, and this is having absolutely no effect on my players. I don't know why the players are not responding. At Manchester United, they respond to those, so maybe we're going to build the rapport with the players. But can we find a way to get back into this game? Time is starting to tick, and we need to start considering our options off the bench to see if we can spark some energy into this game. But here we go. It's Fabiano, who has no movement. Jimmy Jego is so high up the pitch. Here we go. Now he's on the ball. Finds Sasha. Kamara. Look at that. One bit of movement creates a whole string of attacks. We try to go to the edge of the box. We turn the ball over. Can we win here? We definitely are going to win here, but I feel like this is where the highlight probably ends. It's going to continue. This is probably one of the longest key highlights you're ever going to see. We're going to either turn the ball over, which we have. Here comes a goal. BATE are going down the other end. No, they're not. Jimmy Jego does well. Delitsis. Fabiano, can we just break these lines? Gamma uses that dribbling. What a pass to a Turbe. The Peruvian Messi puts the ball across the box, and it's Abubakar Kamara. That's what we want to see. 1-1 away from home. That was total football. That is poorly ball if I've ever seen it. What a ball here from Gamma to absolutely release the Peruvian Messi, who burns his defender. What a ball across the box. 1-1. Artis back in the game. That's what we want to see. And I reckon we actually get 5 subs in this competition. Now, midfield depth, we're struggling. So we're going to bring on a right back. Who else is struggling? I think I'm going to have to keep the 3 midfielders on here. I'm tempted to take our boy off in a Turbe because I don't want to gas him out before the next game. So we've got Garcia, who I think he actually looks very decent as a winger, does Big Mateo, so he can play on this side. I think we get 5 because it's still season. It's this season, I think. I don't know if they've got rid of that or not, so we'll see. They've got a lot of tired players, though, so maybe it's only 3 subs at this point. But that's a ball. Kamara chases it down. Pardon me. Abubakar Kamara, as I'm coughing away here, scores his second of the match. We go 2-1 up here against BATE. I'm not going to be able to edit that out, unfortunately, but there we go. Abubakar Kamara, the former Fulham man, goes through, slots that through 1-on-1. That's what we want to see from our star players. And can we find a way here to go back to Greece with a goal advantage, or maybe even more? We find Dennis, the experienced goalkeeper, who just hoofs it forward. Now, BATE, are they going to play through us? They start going long. Good header from the experienced centre-back. And here we go. This is the sort of football I want to see us playing. We're just shifting the ball around the pitch well. We're not always going long. We've made a big mistake there. Now we cannot afford to lose the ball. Delitsis uses that experience, finding the experienced midfielders. What a ball to Sasha. Kamara wants his hat-trick, and what a finish from Abubakar Kamara to put us 3-1 up away from home. I'd really like to take Jimmy Jego off at this point, and I might literally just put... No, Babic is 1 away from a suspension. I don't want to change... Oh, we've got 2 midfield. Okay, we need centre mid depth as well. That's the other problem. I know we've got 1 centre mid that we have brought in, but now who can we bring on? This is the big thing. I was going to bring a left back on, I think, just to give us fresh legs in defence. Will it let me bring Manos on? It does. We got 5 subs. I'm going to leave Kamara out there, but Gamma, who's playing on the left, we're going to swap with Hadrovic because he actually looks decent. This is a big, big, big result for us. To walk away from Belarus 3-1 up would be absolutely fantastic. I would be more than happy just to leave it here, guys, and be extremely happy with this progress. So let's get up. Let's just make sure we don't concede another goal. That would be, for me, that's the main objective, is let's just get out of here with a 2-goal advantage. Just go back to Greece. James, do not get yourself sent off, please. Big Jimmy, here we go. This is where I don't want to see us concede a silly goal for no reason. We've stepped up. He's played so well and they've put it wide. Delitsis has been let off the hook massively there. We are very, very lucky that they did not punish us for that bit of play. And we leave Belarus 3-1 up. I'm extremely happy with the way we played, number one, and the performance and the results. That is all the different factors all tied in together. 3-1 win. Going back to Greece, Jimmy Jego misses the next leg, which is very disappointing because we need to find another central midfielder. We might have to play a young kid because we can't register anyone. Sit tight because you're going to see us for the second leg of this tie right now. Welcome back, YouTube. It is time to take on BATE Borisov once again. This is the team. We are stretched for players at the moment between suspensions and just unregistered players because of the way that the league or the European football works. This is what we're left with. And I'm going to go hands in pockets, go and have some fun. All right, let's go. Can we find the result we're looking for here once again against BATE Borisov? If we can get an early goal here, I think we're going to be absolutely flying. My big concern is our squad is not very deep at all, and we've got no money. So if we make it into Europe, we'll literally be making the numbers up. Do not expect anything from this team whatsoever. We are not going to be really progressing through the group stage, but it's a turbo with a dink finish and it gets cleared off the line, which is disappointing. But our squad is so thin. Our youth coming through are dreadful. So I wouldn't be expecting too much. I think for this season, as long as we make that Champions group, and if we can just push the bigger teams in Greece, I think that'll be a big enough achievement as Gamma goes through, squares the ball towards a turbo, and they're the chances we need to see paying off. But the other big factor is we don't have a big Greek contingent of players, and I want to try and change that. I do really want to try and use the youth. The Turbo had scored, but the reason I didn't really commentate that was because I could tell that was going to be offside anyway. But we are in a point where we really need to start prioritising developing young Greek footballers here at Aris. So don't be surprised if over the next 1 or 2 seasons you do see a lot of change with the squad as we've hit the bar there this time, because I do want to try and blood kids in, but I'm not going to just play kids for the sake of playing kids as well. We obviously want to be competitive because the better reputation we get, the more kids we can bring in from other clubs. We might have to start looking at the hot prospects of the Super League 2 and see if we can bring them over here for pretty cheap, or even get them on free transfers at the end of their contracts, because I feel like lots of them might be on short-term deals as Kamara goes through and cannot finish. I'm going to encourage the boys because we are looking really, really good here once again, but we do need to look and address the depth of our squad because it's so thin. Our squad is paper thin at the moment. In the league, we'll be fine, but I think I really do need to sit down and really pen out who our squad is going to be moving forward for the Conference League. But again, I'm not anticipating that we're going to do a whole lot of damage in this competition, as they pardon me, once again, was it when we score? Fabiano has scored an own goal here, which is very disappointing because BATE have been given a lifeline in this game. I am going to leave things as they are. Can we find an equaliser on the night and go 4-2 up on aggregate? Kamara probably should have chased that one down and doesn't. Here we go. Can we find something? It's Brabic finding Daniel out wide. We find a turbo. Again, this is a very long highlight. Post kickoff, it's Kamara. We get there first. We've kept the ball alive. It's Gamma. Bang. What a save. That has kept BATE potentially alive, but we've dominated this game. We need to see something positive here from the boys. Once again, I'm going to encourage them so their heads do not drop. And we do have lots of changes up our sleeve. So Centre-backs are struggling. I'm going to take Fabiano off because I don't want his head dropping too much. We'll bring the experience of Yorgos on the pitch. Again, midfielders are going to have to just ride this one out today because we don't have the options. Oh, you can see how thin our bench is. We're going to go a Turbe. I'm going to try and leave a Turbe out there because we just need to see how we go with trying to create something here. It's a Turbe on the corner, the Paraguayan Messi, sorry, not Peruvian. And here we go to chance for BATE. Are they going to go down the other end? Are they going to score? This could be very dangerous. Well done by big Yorgos. That's what we want to see. And here we go. Can we just build up? We're not playing as direct, but this is the shorter passing that I like to see. We have turned shorter passing on, and we've managed to play through the lines, and that's a great strike. And we've forced the keeper to just sort of parry that out for a corner. Do we get to see it? We see a Turbe over the corner, whips it in towards Yorgos, but it's not good enough, and we've done well there. Can we find something here? Gamma, this is a very long highlight. Well done. That's a great way to break up the play there by Ndai. But again, we're just holding on hope that we do not concede too many more chances. As I was going to make the change, we get one more highlight, but that is going to be Iturbe's last involvement in the game that we're going to see, because I'm worried that he's going to get himself injured now. So what we're going to do is we'll bring Garcia on that side. I'm going to bring Izzet on this side. We've just got no midfielders at all. Who's this guy? Christos. Oh, I really don't want to trust him. No, I can't bring him on. This is crazy. We've actually got no depth whatsoever in our squad. I've only got 3 changes that I feel comfortable making. We're going to have to make that as well. I don't want to play Lamore, but we're going to have to. We'll keep one more sub up our sleeve just in case we get an injury, but we cannot afford to concede. We've dominated this game once again. BATE have barely had a chance. We've scored an own goal. We deserve at least an equaliser, and we've turned the ball over with a real sloppy ball, but we've done well to recover possession here. 10 minutes to play. What is going to happen? Are we going to find our way into the Conference League and at least tick off one of the expectations the board has for us this year? And we're playing out of defence really well. We get to this point here and I feel like we start to struggle. There's no movement further forward of the ball. Hajrovic does well. Now we've stepped up as a team. We're starting to look a little bit better, a bit more cohesive in the attacking areas towards Kamara. That would have been fantastic. Bertoglio does well. And it's well saved by the BATE goalkeeper. Come on, boys. It's Garcia. Can we just find something? Ball in towards Yorgos, and we cannot put it away. And here we go, Garcia, one more time. Can we find something? It's Lamore, the man who's on the way out, who cannot clearly deliver a ball that is half decent. We've had 65% of the ball. We've had 7 shots on target to 2, 21 to 10. Are we going to stay in the competition, though? Is there time for a highlight? There is not. We go through 3-2. The work we put in the first leg gets us through. I'm happy that over 2 legs we've managed to get our way into Europe. I'd love to I pray that this is going to give us money. 85k. Come on. We're through to the group stage. Is that all you get for playing in that round? Okay. Hopefully we get some more money for going through the Conference League, but you'll see that very, very shortly. I'm going to quickly cut away because I think the draws the next day. So I'm going to show you guys the group stage draw and then we'll be done for this episode. Welcome back, YouTube. For the money, we've received £2.5 million for getting into the group stage, which is fantastic, and the draw is here and we are seeded 4th. So some big teams: Roma, Tottenham, Celtic, Feyenoord, AZ. So we're going to get one of these guys: Basel, Celtic, Feyenoord, Copenhagen, Ghent, AZ, Tottenham, and Roma. Here we go. Rennes, Vitesse, Karabag, Berlin, Zoria. Thank God we can't get AZ. That's big for us. Sofia from Bulgaria and Rapid Vienna. Here we go. Ammonia, who are Cypriot, Trabzonspor, Graz. I have no idea what that Slovakian team is. Jablanek, AGF, Karate. Okay, there's some weird teams in here. Hibernian. Now, left over is Mura from Slovenia, Valur from Iceland, Nefci from Azerbaijan, Soligorsk from Belarus. Yep. We got Bode and Glimt from Norway, Maccabi Haifa, who I think that might be, what's his name? The right back, Ryan Strain's club, Ardis and Riga from Latvia. So, sorry, you can't see. That's why. That's fine. D is Feyenoord, Karabag. I think you can't see the last two. So Group D currently is Copenhagen, Union Berlin, and Slovan Bratislav, and that's where we go. All right, we're in Group D, guys. Let's quickly move. Oh, I don't want to move all that. Where's my camera? I'll move my camera out of there, and I'll put it here for now. That is where we go. Copenhagen, Union Berlin. That's not a bad group. It could have been a lot worse. All right, bang. All right, there we go. On the episode, you get to see all the inner workings of a small creator. But there we go. We've got Slovan, Bratislava, Union Berlin, Copenhagen, and Ardis. So doable. Can we get out of it? Who knows? If you've enjoyed this episode, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you come over to Twitch at Paulie29 to catch all the action live. And I'll see you very, very soon for the next episode.